Oh God, I'm alive. I'm alive and I'm outside. What's going on, guys? My name is Matt Freeman, and I like to talk a lot. And tonight, on this beautiful Friday evening, we have ourselves a gorgeous fire just actually really close to it. So my laptop's getting really fucking hot. So I should probably back up a little bit. It would be smart, just so I don't burn my laptop down. Oh, wow. Okay. Now I'm sitting in a hole, so my chair's falling over. And beautifully, right now we have enough light where you can see me, but once the fire starts to die down again, I'm unfortunately going to have to switch positions, restock the fire. Izzy, down, lay down. You being bad, lay down. My dog sat in her crate in the garage and cried because she could hear me out here making the fire. And then the moment I bring her outside so she can sit out here, and around the fire with me, now all she does is cry because she doesn't want to be anywhere near the fire. So I don't know what to do with her. So I just made her lay down. She's gonna be a bad girl. She's gonna be treated like a bad girl. I will allow you guys to see the fire here momentarily. Figured I'd sit down for a quick minute, start the stream off, chit chat, patty whack with everybody, real quick. Even though no one has showed up yet, so there's nobody to chit chat and patty whack with. But pretty much the only reason I'm realistically even having this fire, besides the fact that it's a beautifully chilly Friday night that is perfect for a fire, I am also doing it because I have a lot of wood that I need to burn up. So we're starting it off strong. Hello, Holly. Greetings on this beautiful Friday, chilly Friday night where we're having a fire. Like I was just saying, I will show you guys the fire here in a moment, but I'm just kind of letting it burn a little bit before I have to start playing with it. I guess realistically, I could just set the camera. On top of that, I'm not really sure how long my battery is going to last for, but I don't have power hooked up to my camera or to the laptop sitting outside here. So I obviously started the stream early. Obviously, you can tell it's not 10 o'clock, but I figured I'd stream for at least maybe an hour if my laptop survives that long. It was a beautiful day today. Nice, beautiful day where it was just the perfect temperature outside. I actually almost took my sweatshirt off. It was that nice. But then once this wind kicked up, it chilled out. Which realistically, chilly weather is perfect for a fire. And henceforth, now we're having a fire. So, but it's what it is. I guess I gotta tend to said fire. So, unfortunately, the chair sank a bit in the mud. Look at that beautiful fire. Look how bright fire that is. So all you get to see is a super bright glare of fire. I have to go tend to the fire. Let me get a drink of pop real quick. I'm about to take this Carhartt off because a fire and Carhartt does not go very well together. Too warm of a jacket to be standing next to a fire. Wish we could have music on YouTube. Because I told they have a radio playing, jamming some tunes. Wow. Tending to a beautiful fire on a beautiful Friday night. That's a solid piece of wood still. Been in that fire for a good chunk of time too. Izzy, lay down. Now, lay down. All the way. You're being a big crybaby. You lay down. Oh, I figured I'd bring the sticks over here so I can chit chat while we're breaking up sticks. Oh, I got my old motorcycle seat that I crashed. I owned a motorcycle once a long time ago and I wrecked really bad. I had to go to the hospital and it was all kinds of bad. Lay down. All the way. Now. Blue germ. Oh. All right. Well, if I keep buffering, then I brought my internet cable outside. I've been using the Wi-Fi, but I'll just plug it into the internet so we don't have that problem. Hopefully. Oh. There. Now we're plugged into the actual internet. So let me know if it's still buffering or if it's still having the buffering issue. Hello, Rachel. I'm really close to this fire, and it is hot. Hot, 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 hot. Oh, and the seat I'm sitting on is nice and wet, so my butt's getting all wet. Oh. It's a Friday fire, it's a Friday fire, and we're having a party outside. I was just saying, I really wish we could have music playing in the background on YouTube, but obviously YouTube's a bitch about the whole no having copyright music. Well, Rachel, if you parked at the school behind my house, my mom wouldn't even know you were here. So that's why I was saying you are more than welcome to come over. I have no issue. Plus, then people would actually be able to see you on stream for once. God, I gotta move back. It's fucking hot. I even built this really nice little fire pit made out of bricks. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Had a bunch of bark that my dad and I had to strip off of some wood that he had to cut up. He had to chip up, I mean, make wood chips out of it. This is the leftover bark from it, so you can come over. Is it really still buffering, Holly? Because I legit have it hooked up to a wire. It should not be buffering. So I'd refresh your stream if it was yours, because literally my computer has not told me a single time that it's crashing. So I'm not saying it is your end. But yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it should be. We didn't start the fire. Well, actually, I started the fire, but no one else did. So. Beautiful thing about not having feeling in your hands is you have no problem reaching into a fire. Lay down. Lay down. Woo. Man, it feels so nice. I'm in a sweatshirt. It's nice and warm. I mean, it's chilly outside, but you add the chilliness of being outside on top of this beautifully big warm fire. It's like the perfect temperature. Keep an eye on my screen, make sure I haven't gotten any messages about it popping up and crashing, and I've still yet to see anyone say anything about the screen being bad. So hopefully, if you restarted it, solved your problem. If not, I have no idea why it's crashing, because it should have. Whew. Should be good for a little bit again. Let that shit and burn. Okay, well, I'm glad it fixed it, Holly. I was just gonna say I wasn't really sure why it would why you were having so many issues with the fact that my stream has yet to even tell me it's crashed. So it seems strange to think that it would be on my end. But is the crackling of the fire really loud? I could move the computer back a little bit if it's if the fire's being too loud over the audio. Holy shit! Wow, my computer like really warm because it's like really hot. I'm gonna probably move the computer back regardless because it's really hot. I make big fi-fi. I make big fi-fi. Look at me, master of fire. What do you mean now it says 2? What you talking about, Rachel? There was somebody watching from the beginning, but the moment you guys both started commenting, that person disappeared. So I have a strange feeling I might know who that was. Wow. Another 3 feet and I'd be burning the branches of the tree. Yeah, I'm guessing it's because it's you and Holly that are watching the stream, and that's what I was saying. There was one person that was watching, and then the moment that you both showed up and started talking in the chat, that number disappeared, and then your guys' number showed up. So we didn't start the fire. Something about I really don't know any more words of that song besides "We didn't start the fire." Like I said, I have a feeling I know who it might have been, but we aren't going to talk about them or that. It's like that bark is so wet that the moment that it dries up and catches, turns into a big massive fire, and then it calms right back down. Sorry, I'm posting Facebook, and so that's why my face is in front of the fire. Always put a smiley face. Always put a motherfucking smiley face. Boom. Shared the video. Yeah. Yeah, no, we cool. You know, we all sitting here chilling, enjoying this fire together. I mean, the only disappointing part of you guys enjoying the fire from the internet compared to actually sitting here with me is you don't get to feel the beautiful warmth that this fire is putting off, to the point where I'm just in my sweatshirt. Could probably even take that off because I'm pretty fucking hot. You also can't see my beautiful baby puppy sitting right over there. She's about 3 feet away from me, but she's laying down and she's mad at me because, like I was saying, she was crying in the garage because she could hear me out here making noises. And so she was mad that she wasn't out here. But then the moment she came outside and realized there was a fire, she hates fires. She wants nothing to do with the fire. So I made her lay down. And like every time she gets up, I have to yell at her to lay back down, because if not, she'll just pace in place and cry because she's a big baby. Aren't you? She's a big baby. Yeah, she put her head down because she knows I'm talking about her. She's like, yeah, I'm a big baby. Oh, my fire's dying. It's not really dying. It's getting smaller. So everything's getting darker. So the only way to have light is if I make it big again. Which is fine because we've got plenty of wood to burn. I've been collecting all my wood for a long time now. Ugh. Might need to run to my neighbor's house and steal some of his firewood. I mean, he won't be upset. He doesn't really have fires very often, and it's all from all the trees he cuts down. So he's got a massive pile that never gets burnt. He's told me before I can take it, so I try not to if I don't have to. But to have a nice big log thrown on it would be pretty nice. We didn't start the fire, but we are tending to it. I mean, I did start the fire. That's why that song makes no sense to sing, because I did start the fire. Oh, here comes the fire back. Some of this bark is starting to dry up again. And then in like a minute or two, we're going to have a big raging fire again. Grab my handy dandy pokey stick, kind of poke the coals in the bottom around. Make room for new pieces of wood. Big fi-fi. We make big fire. Oh shit! My poker stick fell in the fire. I need to grab more wood. I just set a very large speaker box on top of it. That's what that square is right there on top. I paid $1 for it at Goodwill, and I used it for speakers, obviously, and then the speakers blew, and now we're gonna burn it. So realistically, I spent $1 on firewood, which is not bad. If you really think about it, $1 firewood, pretty dry. The only thing that sucks, which unfortunately on your end, you can see the smoke now, but fortunately on your end, you don't have to deal with the smell. But some of that speaker box has got like a coating on it that's like plastic, so it's gonna smell kind of bad once it catches fire. But once that shit burns away, it'll be perfectly fine. So how's everybody's night going? Anybody doing anything exciting? Well, actually, realistically, neither. You guys aren't really chit-chatting either. You're just randomly talking. Yeah, it's probably the guy that masturbates while watching my videos. Because they never talk, but they always watch. And they never like the video either. No matter how much we are on their ass constantly about liking the videos and commenting, they never do either one. So it's always just that creeper. And no, it's not me watching the video on my phone either. Because if I pull it up on my phone right now, that number will change to 4 instead of 3. See? Right now. Okay, well, I'm on it. It doesn't say 4 yet. When will it say 4? When will it say? Why isn't it changing? Unless that person left. Oh, there it is. Now it says 4. But I'm really not going to watch my own video. I mean, I could, but it's always funny when somebody leaves a comment on one of my videos. Hey, that's awesome, Holly. I'm happy you finally get to see Robbie tomorrow. But it's funny when somebody comments on one of my videos, and I can always tell where they're from just by the way they talk, because this guy kept calling me mate, but he'd spell it M with an 8, and nobody in America calls anybody else mate. So obviously he has to be from fucking Australia, because he says, that really sucks, mate. Man, that box is not really burning very well. It's all that fake wood not burning. You guys are going to have to talk amongst yourself in chat until I finish restocking this fire, because I don't feel like screaming at the top of my lungs and making all my neighbors wonder why I'm out here yelling in my backyard. Oh yeah, I smell that fake wood burning now. It's burning now. Right. All right. All right. All right. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down, Izzy. Whew. Yeah, we got 4 people watching now. Whoa. Right. I saw Rachel in the chat, and for some reason I went to yell at my dog and yelled Rachel. Izzy, lay down. I don't know why this box is not burning at all. Like, it's struggling real hard to burn this wood. I have the feeling maybe it's because it's not wood. Maybe it's more plastic than it's wood. Which would suck if that was the case, because I have it so engulfed in the flames, there'd be no taking it out now. Oh, right in the smoke. That's where I want to be. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You know me. Love smoking them cigarettes. Love filling my lungs up with all that smoke. We started the fire. God, I need some other song. Somebody suggest a song in the chat for me to sing, because I need to sing something other than "We Didn't Start the Fire," since I did start the fire and I keep singing that damn song over and over again. Ow, smoke in my eye. Not nice. Not nice. Oh, now we're getting it to burn. I saw that some of this fire was starting to creep up inside the side of this box a little bit, so I was like, what if I just build a bunch of sticks in the side of the box so it's got something to light. And now the fire is starting to burn inside the box a little bit. All right. I think I had one more stick, maybe. Maybe not. Apparently I done broke up all the sticks already. Which I got plenty more, I'm not worried. Oh, in my face. So much fire in my face. All right, now I'm coming back to join you guys. All right, what's going on? Wow. Oh, hey, baby Poppy. Look who joined me. It's my baby. Hi, puppies. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you, baby girl. You gonna be a good girl now? You gonna be a good girl now? Stay away from fire. It's hot. It's hot over there. Watch out. It's hot. You're gonna burn yourself. You sick? You sick? You sit down next to me? You sick? Sorry. I'm behind on chat. You guys really have chatted up a lot since I was over here. I did have a can of gas sitting somewhere around here, and I cannot see it for the life of me. I smell it, but I don't see it. Well, it's because there's a blue can right in front of me. Anyways. Holy shit, man. You guys are flying through the chat. I'm so far behind you guys. I gotta scroll up just to catch up to what was even being talked about. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is a tough question, Rachel. I do agree as well. Do you get out, get up, and come over, or do you stay home? That's up to you. I've got a baby puppy with me. Look at her. Oh, my baby. My baby. Stop it. That's my computer. You can't. She's literally on my lap right now. Are you sitting down? She sat on my lap. Oh, my baby. My baby. Mwah, you're so cute. Okay, back to tough question or tough one. How long is the density between Robbie? Right. Weeks. The stupid stay-at-home order. He lives 45 minutes away. Oh man, I don't think I could weeks without seeing Mike. Yeah, that would be difficult. It's like dating somebody who lives in Florida. I have done a week, which wasn't too bad. That was enough for me. Sucks. I wouldn't worry about it, but my tags are expired, and I didn't want to get pulled over. Yeah, that's a good. Um. Yeah. Um. Yeah, but see, at the same time, if you did get pulled over, I'd totally just tell them the cops. Well, I can't go to DMV because they're closed. Um. 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 And that's exactly what Rachel said. So good thing I'm so far behind. All right, now I'm all caught up in chat. Okay, cool. Glad you guys could converse amongst yourselves. Baby, can you lay down, please? I can't have you crawling all over me. I can't have you do this. I can't have you do this. I'm gonna put you in the cage if you can't listen. Oh, you gonna give me a kiss? Give me kisses. Hey, give me a kiss. Give me kisses. Give me kisses. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, I'll be here. Burning wood. Burning wood. That's the only thing we burning. Some tobacco too, but the world is. I do have a chair you can sit in too. It's on the other side of the fire over there. I'm sitting on the ground because the computer is sitting on a chair. That's why you can see Izzy so perfectly in frame because she's not like levitating really high in the air. She's just even with the top of the chair. Oh, my baby, she's so cuddly. She's like, I really. What? No, I wasn't. I'm not watching. So if we had four, that meant that there was just two other people who refused to talk. My baby girl, can you lay down? Not on me. No, you gotta lay down over there. You lay down right there. Right, lay there. Lay down right there. Right there. Lay down. There you go. Oh, it's a good girl. That's my good girl. That's my good girl. Yeah, I definitely did see it say four, but it's not me who's watching. So if we did have four, it just means that some other person was watching and not talking. Is Mike watching and not talking? Is that where our third member is, or is he just watching it from your phone? Oh wow, it's hot. That fire really kicked up because now that fucking box caught on fire, as you can see, and it's getting really big and really hot really fast. I started the fire. Oh God, it's so hot. I'm leaning toward the computer, and my dog's even leaning her head the other way. She's like, "Fuck this shit. It's hot. It is hot, ain't it, puppies?" We started the fire. God, oh, I got a 2-for-1 stream for you then. See, it kind of sucks because there. See, again, it said we had four people watching, and then it went back down to three. So I don't know, but I wish somehow YouTube could detect that there was two people watching on your phone right now, Rachel, because technically that means I'm having more people view the stream than it's really counting. You know what I'm saying? I need soda pop. My pop's almost gone, and it's so far away to get another one. Oh my God, it's so hot. Oh my God, it's hot. Wow, once that box went up, this thing is fucking crazy. Inside the Fire by Disturbed. I don't know that song, Joe. I feel really upset that I don't know that song. I probably do. The name doesn't sound familiar enough to register with me right now. Ow, I gotta stand up. It's burning me. I'm being burnt. I'm being burnt. You stay. You stay. I'm seriously gonna take my sweatshirt off. It's this warm out here right now. Mm. Okay, here's the thing. I took my sweatshirt off and I'm in short sleeves now. It's the first time I've been in just short sleeves um, this entire year so far. But unfortunately, now I'm actually going to put my sweatshirt back on, and it's not because I'm cold. It's because the shirt I have on is actually a really nice shirt that I don't want to get messed up. So I'm going to put it back on. Izzy, go that way. I'm going to put you in the cage. You don't stop it. Lay down. You're being a bad girl. You're not listening. Whew. Holy Jesus, that got hot fast. Whew. Obviously, Mike, you are more than welcome to come over too, but I understand with baby man you can't. Um so there's that. Oh, lay down. I need you lay down. Down. Rachel gonna come over and you can't be all crybaby when she here. My puppy is cute. You are right. And she just wants to be by daddy. She's scared because it's a warm fire and she has no idea what this magic wizardry is, but you need to grow up and you need to learn what fire is so you stop being such a crybaby. No, down. Whew. I'm sweating my balls off. Is it so fucking hot? Hey, also, as a win-win, I used my ex-girlfriend's notes that she sent to me when we were dating to start the fire. See, I destroyed old things that I didn't need, and I got a fire out of it. It's a win-win situation for me tonight. No, down. Down, 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 stay. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Funny, because this log is cut so big that it's going to take up my entire fire pit. Boom. We'll just have to burn the middle out. That didn't work. That didn't work. That didn't work either. Guess we'll just burn that one short too. Oh. we started. Oh my god, I'm singing that song again. I will tell you, Hank, why do you drink to get drunk, eh? Why do you roll smoke to get stoned? Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? I just wish we could have music. Seems so empty. Me not talking as much because I'm tending to the fire, and music just fills the gaps. You know what I'm saying? Stupid YouTube and their stupid rules. Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? Come think it over. Find position. If I get stoned and sing all night long, it's a family tradition. Or do I like me some Hank? Or do I like me some Hank on a Friday night with a fire? Sounds like a dreamsicle to me. Get stoned and sing all night long. It's a family tradition. Oh, you mentioned it. I was just about, I read Wrecking Ball and I was like, oh, I'm going to start singing Wrecking Ball. This is also true, Joe. I am feeding the fire, so it's hot. But if I don't feed the fire, then you can hardly see me. You know, fire creates light, light creates light, and camera picks up light and records this beautiful face and fire at the same time. But when the fire dies down, you don't get to see this beautiful face. Excuse me. Why would you burn a fire during the day? I mean, I guess if you're like just trying to clear up debris, you know, if you're just like burning the sticks in your yard just to get rid of them, I could understand why you would not do that. But there will never be a time in my life where I won't just start a fire in the middle of the night and sit outside and enjoy the beautifulness of being in a beautiful day turns to a beautiful evening and a beautiful fire. Reminds me of being down south, even though I'm not down south and I'm surrounded by houses and a school. Well, I'm sorry that my beautiful singing of Wrecking Ball got stuck in your head all day for an entire day. Actually, do you know what's also funny? My migraine disappeared last night at like 1 in the morning, and then I was up till like 5 because when the headache went away, the energy of my body came back because obviously, as you know, Holly, when migraines strike, it like sucks all the energy from you. And yes, I was able to sit and chit chat for the stream and act lively, but you know, realistically, I was struggling and I was tired, and you know, I wanted just to sit and do nothing because that's what a migraine does to you. And as soon as that migraine disappeared, it was like all of my energy from the day just slammed into me, and I was up until like 4 or 5 in the morning. So that kind of sucked. Then obviously I slept most of the day today because I was up all night. Hey, get my phone out. So we have 4 people. Joe, have you liked the video? We have 4 people watching. We only have 2 likes, and that's just not right. Not fucking right. Oh, damn. Me, Exxon, Genion. I don't know if you're gonna. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. Tell me that doesn't look delicious right now. Oh man, fucking. Some people have the most beautiful talent of being able to cook beautiful food, and I just do not have that talent. I mean, I like to eat great food, but sure as hell would not prepare anything that would look anywhere decent to that. But it was definitely mouth-watering. Whoa, Rachel's here. I was like, oh, there's a car creeping real slow up by here, but it's Rachel. Rachel's here. Holly's going to see Rachel for the first time ever. Doesn't it though? Like, I belong to a Facebook group that's full of people only from my town, and it's all about cooking. And so anybody that cooks something super amazing posts it to that website or to that group. And I've been part of this group now for like a couple months, and it's like my mouth waters every time I see some of these people's amazing fucking food. Like I said, it makes me jealous. It makes me wish I could cook that good when I can't, because I would love to be able to fucking eat that shit. Oh, I'm gonna play music in the background. YouTube can't stop this shit. Oh, I forgot my phone. Can't be black. Can you guys hear that music? I'm sure you can, because it's really not the phone. Hey Joe, if you make delicious foods, I will seriously send you a invite to the group, because I'm really close with the admin, and literally it's just from people from our town. Hey, you be quiet. You be quiet. Stop it. It's Rachel. We know she's coming. We know she's coming. Izzy. New people. Rachel's now made my dog go crazy. She's gonna try to grab her ball. Actually, she can't get to him because her normal leash is in the middle of the yard. It's on one of those swivel things. And it's a 20-foot cord, so she can run all the way across the yard. This is where I used to have her, but I'm trying to let the grass grow back. That's okay. I was like, fuck you, because I'm going to turn the music on. What's up? They can see you. Your face is a little blurred, but there's Rachel. I have to. Directions are backward. Joe's now talking to me a lot. Right. Right. I've been obsessed with listening to Crossroads recently. So, like, I guess there's still a thing. My aunt went to go see him in concert like a couple months ago. Apparently, but they don't make new music. They only play their old shit. So I mean, it's cool, but it's just different. You know, like it's weird to think there's still. Right. Yeah, I'll get you a ball. Put your stuff down. It had a tennis ball inside of it. Like a rubberized thing. She chewed the tennis ball out of it, so it's empty now. And this she can't chew through. So she's had that thing for like probably almost 2 years now. Oh God, Izzy, what day is it? The 26th?
24.
Oh, okay. 24, 31. 24, 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. We got 7 days and the puppy's gonna be 2. I love it too because it's dark and she has no perception of it being dark. And so she's just like, why aren't you throwing the ball to me? And it's like, dude, if I threw it, you wouldn't even find it. Holly says hi, Rachel. Even though
Hi,
you,
Holly.
Oh God, dude, I don't know how you guys do it. Watch YouTube with commercials. I've had now commercials for like 3 weeks, and I scream and cuss at YouTube constantly. I'm in the middle of watching an hour-long video where my internet sucks already, and then it cuts to a commercial, and then has to rebuffer the video when it comes back, and it's like, what? If you guys didn't know, I always paid for my YouTube subscription, so I never had commercials. And I lost that with not having money, so now I'm back to having commercials, and it sucks. It really sucks. I'll admit it shows a lot of movie clips and video game clips that I would not normally see, and so I kind of enjoy seeing these commercials that I wouldn't normally see. But at the same time, it's just a fucking nuisance. Are you talking about my puppy, Joe? Why are they saying that it goes in 7 years? Every 7 years is 1 year. Is that what they say?
I'm trying to kick it over, but I like kick it to her perfectly every time.
She will do that with you for hours. She just, as my dad says, that this dog she'll die from overplaying. She doesn't have that switch in her that's like, I'm super tired, I need to stop. I'll throw the ball across the yards and she'll just walk to it because she's that tired. She's panting so hard. She'll just walk to it, walk back and drop it in front of me and look at me like, throw it. And it's like, dude, you died just going to get it. Like, she just no shut off.
That's Bubba. He's got endurance for days.
Same with her, only because like if I'm not out here playing with her, she literally lays right in front of the door, like where she can see me through the garage. She just lays there. She doesn't do anything. I started recording shit on my camera. But my battery died literally the moment the fire caught. I was like, thanks, Cameron. Said I had half a battery. Apparently not.
Hey, one more time.
Well, see, the funny thing about it is I will say something to my mom every once in a while about like, oh, I'm gonna give my dog some beer. My mom's like, she's too young.
She's 7.
And she is a little baby puppy, but she's being a creep right now. My mom knows you're here.
Hey, 6 feet.
Yeah, no, she didn't say anything, but I just looked up and saw her peek through the window. Unless she didn't see me sitting here because I'm behind the tree, she might think I'm you.
I have long hair.
Well, she can't see that well. She's looking through a window and she's a 65-year-old woman. It's not like she's got.
She is not 65.
Yes, she is.
Oh,
Yeah, my mom's 65.
she was in her 50s.
No, she's an old woman. Both my mom and dad are 65. And funny enough, my mom is older than my dad, and my dad always popped that joke up when I was younger and stuff. Would always be like, yeah, I always went for them older women, even though she's only older than him by like 5 months. Yeah, I always went for the older women. Well, then, if that's the case, Joe, then I will definitely be sharing a beer with Izzy when she turns 3. He said he shared a beer with Micah on her 3rd birthday.
Gross.
Why is that gross? I grew up with people giving their dogs beer. I don't think he meant like share, and I'm sure he
Here's
dumped.
a whole beer. Did you see the new challenge that they're doing?
I don't know, and I'm kind of scared because I'm sure if it's people, they're dumb.
It's called the Ice Challenge.
Oh, Oh wait, is this like the ice, the drink, Smirnoff Ice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I seen it because that nade shot guy I showed you guys when he does the explosions and shit.
Yeah.
They'll wait until people are coming over and they'll put a chair in front of the door and set those on there. And as soon as they come through the door, they go, "Oh man, you just iced me!" And then they have to sit there and slam it real quick.
Yeah, there was someone on my Facebook that was she was like delivering them to the front door, would knock, run to her car. She'd be like, "Keep it ice, gotta chug it right now."
I mean, I'd do that. Smirnoff is fucking. That's like baby beer. That's like Mike and I have probably more stories from drinking Smirnoffs than we ever have from like the years of going down south. Because when we were younger, that's all we ever got. David's cousin, and when David lived next door to me, David's cousin would go and buy a fuck ton of Smirnoffs and bring them over, and then we'd all get super drunk and set up tents out in my backyard. That's actually I've got a couple tents I found in my garage that I left when I found them because they were mom's at one point, but Mike never took them home because he didn't tell her he took them, and so they're still sitting in the garage, and we get super wasted. And then at that point, Grandpa was still alive, so we go over to his house and just start eating apples and grapes and shit, you know, because we're drunk as fuck. We drink like 2 Smirnoffs a piece, and we're both like, wow. Yeah, that was, you know, those are the times where Smirnoffs were like the shit. Nowadays, it's like I'd struggle to drink one, but I mean, if I had to drink one, I'd drink it like, you know, it'd be fast
I
compared
think
to.
she was delivering beers. She was like, screw the Smirnoff. You Bush. I was like, ew.
Joe says he gave her a cup of it. He didn't share the whole container. And then he also said he also said being iced is not that bad.
Hey, free beer, right? Or free alcohol, I guess, if they do Smirnoff.
What are you up to, Holly? You're not chit-chatting with us. Be in the conversation. I know you're there. You're just not talking. Look at her crying because you're not kicking the torch. She's like, but I was playing.
How fun can that be? She's only going like a foot.
To her, she's having the time of her life. She's like, somebody new and they're playing with me. It's not my dad yelling at me to lay down every 5 seconds.
Look at her. She's just like, I kick it a foot and it goes right in her mouth.
My dad and her play. Well, I'll take her in to go eat dinner or whatever. My dad and her will play after she eats. And they play in the living room. And obviously, you know, my living room, it ain't big.
Right.
And he's sitting in his chair and she has a toy that's in the house that's only for her. And so, like, it stays in the house or else she'd eat it apart if she got to bring it outside. And my dad will throw it, but when he throws it really high up in the air so it goes over her. And she'll jump and just lean back to catch it. And half the time she catches it, she's like completely upside down and still does the cat thing where she turns around and lands on her feet. My dad's always like, this is the most acrobatic dog I've ever seen in my life.
I just love how she brings it and drops it. Like, I really wish Bubba would do that.
It took me a long time to teach her that. The other funny thing is sometimes she'll drop it away from you. She'll drop it like over there and you say, bring it to me. And she'll pick it up and move it closer and then set it back down, back up. And she's smart enough to realize like, oh, you want it right there. Okay. Okay, I got you. No, it's all good. Hey, checking blood sugar is always a good thing. And my mom's a massive worrywart. This is just an enlightenment to everybody who's watching. And she sent me a text that says, why do you have a fire going in the yard? We don't even have a fire pit. Gonna have a burnt yard. Darn sure better make sure that fire is completely out before you come in. Shut up, woman. She drives me fucking nuts. She wonders why I spend my whole day outside. And I come in, she's like, you never come inside. And it's like, you fucking annoy me with your texts. Why would I want to come inside and listen to you bitch to me all day?
I think it's an age thing. I think it definitely gets worse. They worry more. All right, one more time. was gonna say we should play zombies, but we probably fall asleep if I laid on the couch.
I said I built a fire pit today. You need to relax and remember I do forging and I deal with fire all the time. It's
a very nice fire.
A couple bricks stacked. I was like, boop. I used that as his is like flat bricks, but it's built the same way as like they have little gaps.
Yeah.
And I figured like that way the air actually has a way of flowing in there.
Looks fancy.
See, I was saying this on stream. I don't know if you caught it or if you had left that in time, but I found all of this box, Rachel, or I keep saying your name all the time. I went to yell at Izzy earlier and I seen your name in the chat and I went, Rachel, and I was like, not Rachel.
Thanks for saying I look like you died.
Kendra sent me this box. I mean, I will admit, I really did like the fact that she wrote my YouTube channel on the box and said check them out and stuff. So that way, as it was shipping and people saw it, they would like have the ability to possibly check me out on YouTube. I never got anybody ever said they did, but I thought it was nice of her. I had this box and I filled it up with all the notes that she had sent me throughout the years. And how do you think I got the fire started? I was like, here, I'll burn that passed away somewhere. The other,
how you're supposed to get over really
ow! The hair off. What?
By burning stuff.
Well, I mean, I pretty much got over it. Anyways, it just even nicer. Oh no, my address. I did cut one chunk out of this box because she drew a picture on it that I was like, I want that tattooed to me. And then I was talking to Jake about it last time I was over at Brian's house. Jake stopped over with his girlfriend to see his parents or whatever. And I was like, I really have to stand. I really want it tattooed to me, but I was like, I need you to change it because it looks, I wouldn't want what she drew because every time I'd look at it, I'd know that it was her that drew that's on me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like with Jake and how he can take something and you can because when I built actually, which I should really check right now. Oh shit, my fucking laptop's about to die. I'm at 16%. No, I built a fire pit, Joe. Built a fire pit. It's right there. Right here. You can see the bricks. You can see the bricks stacked up. But the picture is, see that right there?
Yeah.
That's my tattoo.
Right.
So I put that together using just like paint and the computer or whatever, and because of that, then I mean he made it his own then. Redid it, made it special, different than that, so it wasn't a complete copy of what I sent to him. So that's why I was like, I want to send him that other picture and have him tweak it, make it look different, just so that way it's like I need to go grab it actually. I gotta grab it, hopefully an extension cord and my laptop charger. I'd say you can come check out the garage, but I've made it messy again. I mean, it's still a lot cleaner than it was, but I started cleaning other parts of the garage, but run everything out. If you stop crying.
Hang on.
Okay. It is time.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Like video.
Yeah. Even when I think about having people come over and stuff. having to make everybody sit out this kind of little pathway I had going from here to the fucking room back there because that's the only clear path in the entire garage. And it's like, dude, now I could have like 40 people in there and still have room. Be a little cramped, but you know.
You have a party.
Compared to before when we could only fit about 4 people in it, and then you were cramped.
We were all sitting on like boxes.
Yeah. It's all tangled.
Do you need a flashlight?
No, I'm good. I just need to not have my cords all tangled up, and that would make everything so much nicer. I bought this extension cord for work, and then haven't worked since. So it's like, well, I guess it's gonna be in the garage for now. Hey, yay, watch me wave. Goodbye to yesterday. Nothing left in my way. Carrying me through the day. I'm so far away.
Careful, copyright.
I've been changing, but you'll never see me now. Now I'm blaming you. And we got power. You agree with Joe?
Well, what?
I did get the extension cord. You guys need to calm down. No, Joe said get the extension cord with an exclamation mark. I did get it. You don't have to yell at me all the time. And then Holly said, I agree with Joe. Teaming up against me.
It's like Joe has nothing better to do.
Yeah, Joe. Why don't you get a life, Joe? Huh? Why don't you get a life and get your own extension cord?
I like how you don't show up until you're right there.
So I put that little seat right next to it, just so that way I could be like.
Nope.
Sad that took so much breakage, and I had even thicker logs that I was snapping earlier that I was like, wow, those broke so easy. Wow, look at that. It caught that fast. It's already burning.
Nice and dry. I had to go up to work today. Get some medicated wipes.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's got chin.
You know, that's the animals can do that. Huh?
Yep. Usually a reaction to something like that.
Why am I sitting here talking about feeling afterwards?
I was looking at that. I was like, don't think you need any of that.
I got a lot of sticks, but I need wood. Like thick wood. And I keep forgetting that the school had all those cut up over there that just sit in the middle of my yard, not my middle of my yard, but close to my yard where it's like I'm just gonna take.
Oh, from all the trees. Did I tell you about the 16th already?
Yes, yesterday.
Yeah, I'm not going with Mikey next weekend. I think that'd be too soon for my mom to come over. Plus his mother.
Unfortunately, with the fact that they're finally going to start reopening Ohio with this, like, soft reopening, as they call it, should technically be easier to get away out of my house. My parents won't really be up my ass about, you're not supposed to be going anywhere.
I think it should be fine because she's supposed to start watching Colton. Like, I think if she's watching Colton, then that should be
when
fine.
is she going to do that?
Well, she's going to talk to your dad.
Oh.
But she said maybe when the stay-at-home is lifted. She's not sure yet. She wants to talk with your dad. But I told her, I was like, whatever.
If he didn't have as many, like, lung issues as he does with getting sick all the time and shit like that, it'd be completely different,
Well, I mean, look at my mom.
Right.
Same way.
Right.
I haven't even seen her. We FaceTimed a couple times, but that's just because I wanted to show her something.
Well, you don't have cords here for days, Joe, so suck that one.
My God, packing peanuts.
What?
Packing peanuts. Throwing them in the pile. Izzy's mad now. I'm not playing with her. Good girl. Be good girl. Careful. What? I love her size. It's like perfect.
Somebody took it.
Good what?
The wood. I went over there. I was walking up to the tree, and I was like, I don't even see it. And I got there, and it was gone.
I just packed it. Okay. Is that even gonna fit?
I'll make it.
That's what she said.
Oh, you beat me to it. You said it was coming out of my mouth.
Just spit on
There you go. Good. Good.
it.
Big, massive log. Sitting on my old motorcycle seat that I wrecked like 8 years ago. Actually, it's been longer than that now.
Mikey did a wheelie on freeway.
Oh, did he? That's what I figured. That's pretty much like going to be the easiest thing to do wheelies on.
So it was a little sketchy.
Surprised your neighbors don't get mad.
Well,
I'm sure it's loud as fuck.
not as bad as you think. Well, the neighbor to the right is really old and on an oxygen tank. And the people next to him actually used to have their whole garage was full of four-wheelers.
I actually did forget you have that guy that lives a couple houses down with that dragster. He's always.
Oh, he's on the backside. And
Oh, okay.
About that time, though, we should hear him start firing it up.
Become friends with him and start recording. Sorry. Start watching the stream.
No, I was watching something else. And then I went to bed, and then Mikey watched it. He said it was boring.
And well, I don't know. I liked it. It's them taking the Ruby out, drag racing it,
Right, with the new motor and everything.
putting
New motor, new
putting
turbo.
28 pounds of boost to it, blowing it up the first time.
Oh my god, you should see. I should have taken a picture. The sprocket and the chain came in for the KX today.
Or are they purple?
They're not purple.
Oh wait,
The chain's green.
green, right?
And it's awesome.
How greeny?
How green? Like what the KX should be.
Oh, okay.
Brand new.
Like
It's
bright green.
Bright green, yeah.
That's why it's like funny enough. I've never been a huge fan of Kawasaki, but I fucking love that color scheme. Purple and green.
No.
It's like the perfect colors. If you add some black to that.
It's like you wouldn't think those two colors would go together, and for some reason it does on the bikes. I still think my favorite though is my pit bike. Orange and black.
Well, yeah, your pit bike looks like a KTM. Ooh, people. I actually thought it was a KTM first time I saw it. Well, I was really impressed being like, wow, my car is KTM.
Do they even make pit bikes?
No.
I was gonna say.
I rode that Derek. Derek had a 90 for a while, and I think that's the most bike they make.
Didn't Mikey?
What?
He had a KTM way back in the day, but it was like old as shit, wasn't it?
I don't remember him owning a KTM. He might have. I mean, I'm just saying I don't remember if he did.
Well, it could have been just orange.
It could have probably been just shit because KTM charges $1 billion kajillion for their parts, and so it's like pointless unless you have money. It's like Husqvarna. Same. Adam used to always tell me he had a Husqvarna 250 two-stroke, blew it up, took it to a Husqvarna dealer. They tore it down, came back to him and told him it was going to be like $6 or $7 grand to rebuild it. And Adam's like, just keep it. So that it's worthless, you know.
It's almost a new bike, maybe
Yeah.
not.
Well, yeah,
Husqvarna, but
right. Yeah, Husqvarnas and KTMs are just ridiculously priced. The parts are just stupidness. The same thing with Derek's 90. Derek rode that 90 around for like 2 years, ended up blowing it up. Took it to a KTM dealer, and they told him it was going to take like $3,500 to rebuild it. It was like, well, then no, you know. Like, Like you're saying, if it costs almost the same amount to rebuild the bike as it would just to go out and buy a new bike, it's like, why would I rebuild it? One day when I have money, definitely be sure I'll be riding. I'll be out of a KTM Enduro because the 4-strokes are the shit. The packing peanuts Rachel threw in the fire somehow bounced through the flames and landed on the other side. Oh, apparently you did piss your neighbors off.
Why?
Joe said his one neighbor is pissed.
Oh, between me and Joe?
I'm assuming he's either talking that or he's referencing himself because Joe is your neighbor in theory. Joe, are you talking about a real neighbor or are you talking about yourself? Because I'm assuming you were talking about yourself, but I guess you could be. I don't know if Joe's friendly with the neighbors.
I don't know. If it's Joe that pissed off, suck a dick.
Suck it. You're just if it's you that's jealous, it's just because you're jealous you don't have a bike. Yeah, he said it. So I knew it was him. I was like when I read it, I was like, I have a feeling he's talking about himself.
You can't do that to me, Joe. I'll actually get kind of upset if we piss off a neighbor. Especially the old people that live next to us.
I mean, I'm sure if you guys built a track in your backyard or something and was doing it every day, they'd be pissed. Yeah. But
yeah, he
it's
just
not like you do it all the time.
Well, once you rebuild something, you gotta let it cycle through a couple times, so he just rode it around. I think he did go up and down the street. Maybe.
I pissed the neighbors off riding my moped around, for fuck's sake.
But see, Mikey wasn't that loud, whereas the neighbors that used to have all the 4-wheelers, like, do you remember Mikey's Sport Quad, the yellow one?
Yeah.
That was super loud. They would rip up and down the street all the time in those. That was annoying.
I knew that we pissed a lot of the neighbors off that when we were younger out at mom's house or whatever, because all those houses they built right there.
Yeah.
And the one day this guy comes out in the backyard and starts yelling at me and Mike, being like, you know, we didn't move here to have to listen to you guys do this shit all the time. And I was one of those things where I just kind of snapped and I was like, we're not the one that told you guys to build your fucking houses here, are we? We were here way before you. It's not even my house, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's true. They lived there way before those fucking houses went in. So it's like, if anybody here has the ability to be loud, it's going to be us. The good old days, Joe, right? You remember that? It's actually funny that you said Moped Matt because that's what they used to call me when I worked at Fast Forming.
Is that what you have in the garage?
It's over there. It's sitting outside. But that's one of the beautiful things about it. I was just telling Mike last night where he was like, oh, I think that 3-wheeler is having carburetor issues because Mike and I have the most horrible issues with carburetors. Everything we ever own has a carburetor issue. And so he goes, well, you want to know what I'm thinking? I was like, what's that? He's like, I'm betting you it's a carburetor. And I started laughing. I was like, you know, what's funny about that too is I owned that moped for like 8 years before I ever got it running good. And guess what it was? I put a new carburetor on it. Works perfectly fine now. And it's like,
well, then wasn't something in the exhaust?
Yeah. They drilled tiny little holes like this big and put like 3 or 4 of them inside this plate, inside the muffler, and thought that it would flow good with that. And I took that thing out, and I mean, it's not even loud with it out. It just actually runs good. But the problem is when I disconnected the muffler, it doesn't stay together. Sometimes I go riding up and down the road, and it goes poof, and it shoots off the muffler, and then it goes rah, and starts screaming like a 2-stroke does. Yeah, and it shoots. Like, I mean, literally, if there's a car behind me, like, it'd fuck up their windshield probably if it hit it. Like, it shoots pretty fucking hard. I get on it now and start it up, but unfortunately, my dog absolutely despises of it.
It is like,
I don't give a fuck about that. It's why it's sitting over here.
Oh.
It's a little baby thing.
See, so you technically are moped Matt right now.
Yeah. That's why, I mean, people, when I bought it from my boss when I worked at Fast Forming, everybody was like, oh, fucking moped man. And I was like, make it sound like that was a bad thing. I like my moped. Ow! Right in my eyeball.
cigarette smoke or bonfire smoke?
Bonfire. Which is worse. Oh, Lord. You know, I moved all this stuff out here. I spent 2 days and cleaned this entire fucking place out. So there's nothing outside. And look how much shit is piled up from everything I moved out to in, or out from in to out. That like bikes and tires and frames for things. And this is like the coolest thing that I did. I put hinges, put all my forging stuff inside of here. So it's all nice and neatly organized. My forge is here, my anvil, my pole.
Nice.
Also funny to think that was the cage that Izzy lived in for like a year. And it's like she wouldn't fit at all now. I mean, she'd fit, but she'd be cramped. She could not turn around. She'd probably be facing backwards if she walked in
So
there.
little.
It is just a little bed thing. Got from Adam. I'm sure he doesn't want it back, so I'm stuck with it. Always figure, oh, one day I might end up getting another animal. It'll be long in the future, making a living. Oh, my next animal's gonna be a skunk or a raccoon, one of the two.
Oh, stuff.
I've always wanted one.
They're like kitty cats.
I have a friend of mine that found a baby squirrel fell out of a tree, and mama left her, and so they took it to the vet and everything, and they've been taking care of it. And the vet was, their whole purpose was, we're just going to take care of it until it's able to live on its own. And they put it outside, and it wouldn't leave the porch. Like, it stayed up against the porch, up against the house. It was like terrified of being outside because it lived outside for so long, or in the house so long. It adapted to being a house pet. Well, I'll just keep it. And it just lives in the house. And it is the coolest thing. She posts videos of it, and it thinks it's a dog. So it hangs with the dogs, and it does the little hand things, like when it's trying to play with the dogs. It stands on its hind legs and moves its arms like this, like frightening, and it curls up in a blanket, and it can go up and start like petting its stomach, and it rolls over and sprawls out. I'm like, dude, I don't want a pet squirrel now.
But you remember last year, 2 years ago, when Shelly rescued that baby squirrel?
Think so? Sounds familiar.
She rehabbed it for like a week or two and then released it. It'll still come back every now and then and just like
Dude, that's
sit there
dope.
and stare at a tree and just like look at them.
Right.
Like you can't get close enough.
Right, but it recognizes them enough to know that they were the ones that hooked the brother up. Look how baby this fire's looking.
I know. Let's just look at them.
Because all my sticks, I gotta get fuel of this fucking fire.
It's so weird.
Oh no, my bricks fell.
Oh, they broke.
Brick broke. It's a fire brick, so it's a little impressive to think that it broke, but not a huge surprise because it's just a brick.
It's alright, it's like half stand on there.
It survived one fire. I've got about 1,000 more of them I can replace. Is it one? Yeah, that broke.
The fire's hot. Think it's like
Fake wood. It's real wood. It's just
fake wicked real wood.
particle board with a texture on it to make it look like real wood. Yeah, you know, we classy up in here.
Yeah.
We live in the best life.
I still have that sauce in my head. Won't you come my way?
Ow.
Stop running.
Well, see, I tell people all the time I have no feeling in my hands, and then I do stuff like that, and I go, ow, and people are like, well, I thought you don't have feeling in your hands. I was like, I don't, but I got feeling in other places. Like my arm, and feeling is in my palm, but I have feeling at the top of my hands up here. So, like, I'll reach into the fire, this part don't feel nothing, and all of a sudden this is like, ah, you know, because it's like, that's the reminder of telling me and stuff like, hey, guess what, fire is still hot even if you don't feel it. You might not be able to feel it, but it's still there, and it will still burn you. You're like, that, not too bad. My fingers can't feel nothing. And I like it, that's why Bishop was talking about that night we had that big fire for my birthday. He was talking about the same thing where he can't feel anything in his hands either. And it's like it's the best thing for playing with a fire to not feel anything because I mean obviously a stick falls out and you pick it up and throw it back in there. Compared to everybody else that's like, it's hot. How do you get that close? And it's like I don't know, maybe because I don't feel it. It's I guarantee it's burning me. I just don't feel it.
So I have Mike usually, because he has the same thing.
Yeah,
So
I
I
think
make
it's a
him
guy
usually
thing.
grab like shit out of the oven or something.
Right. So we are a bit more brutal with our hands growing up than most people are. So
I'm a lady.
I have no feeling. I wish I had feeling in my hands sometimes. It's like when water. I stick my hand. My mom the other day was just laughing at me. Stick my hand under the water, and I'm like, this water never warms up. It's never cold. It's always like a lukewarm. Yeah. My mom sticks her hand in there, and she's like, "Man, that's cold." And I'm like, "That is not cold." And then I put my wrist on it because that's where I just have feeling, and I put my wrist on it. It's like, "Oh, that is cold." Like my hands are just like, "That's lukewarm. What are you talking about? I don't feel anything." And she's like, "It's pretty cold." I'm like, "Oh, I guess it is pretty cold." Hey, Joe, what did you say in the chat that you took away?
But you can tell when someone takes something.
Why? Yeah, it says message retracted. Meaning somebody posted it but then deleted it. Like the night that Kendra was watching, she kept posting stuff and then retracting all of her messages, thinking that way if somebody got on, they wouldn't see it, but it still shows her name. It just says message retracted. And I don't know if that shows up for everybody or if it only shows up for me. Why do you say that, Joe? Do you have experiences with pet squirrels?
No, he shoots them.
He says pet squirrels will drive you nuts, though.
Didn't.
I know. I was thinking it might have something to do with that, but at the same time, maybe it isn't.
Call him dad jokes because he's.
Yeah, Joe's not really a real dad. I mean, he's got a child, but the child's a baby. He's not to that age where he can actually start telling him jokes, and the baby's like, "That's funny." Funny. You're like 50% a dad. Until your baby grows up, and then you can actually tell your baby dad jokes, then you'll be officially a dad. Like Mike, he's a dad because he can tell Colton a dad joke, and Colton would laugh his ass off. You know what I'm saying? Like he's at that age where he can understand. He'd be like, "Oh, that was funny."
I feel bad. I gotta play Minecraft with Colton.
What?
I was supposed to play Minecraft with Colton
Today?
Yeah. But I got busy pressure washing.
It's like I would play with the kid, but I just hate creative. I've never played it. Like I always play in survival, because that's like where the game's at. But then like I know a lot of people who do play creative because they like to build and stuff like that, which is cool, but it's not my fancy.
I don't want to play
it. Oh. See how precariously that piece of 2x4 is just dangling on the edge right there?
Where?
At the very top.
Oh.
And there's 2x4 sticking out?
Yeah.
The only thing it's holding it is that piece of wood sitting across there. They're not nailed down or anything. They're just hanging right there. Okay. All it would take is a couple wiggles and that would right on my head.
Oh. Should probably fix that.
I'm going to. If I can figure out how to climb this thing. It was so much easier when wait, made the wood really unsafe. But here we are.
Yeah, because it's missing a prong.
We're living our best life, okay? YouTuber falls off a broken ladder and breaks his neck on live stream. Even though you can't see me, I'm off to the side. It's okay. Oh yeah, there's that rung that's missing.
Did you just search for it?
I did. I tried to step on it. Oh wait, I guess it is nailed down to this.
Oh.
It must have been the wind blew it over there. It's nailed to this, but it's not nailed down.
Oh. Okay.
That edge is nailed down, so they're screwed. I guess it is safe enough to leave for now. This is the best thing I ever did, though. Putting this thing on here like a lean-to. And all the water rushes to the edge. And I put a pipe underground. running all the way through there, so all the water actually drains out in my backyard instead of flooding my garage. And this is Izzy's temporary home that has no door, so she doesn't live there. I figured, like, in the summertime, I could put her out here so she's not in that fucking inferno of a garage when, when it's 95 degrees at night or whatever. That garage is like 110 in there. So I figured that if it was ever too hot, I could just put a door up and somehow we never be outside.
Want to sit in this chair, but it looks like it might fall.
Yeah, I thought that was the safe chair until I sat in it earlier and realized that the leg is really almost completely broken off of it. Yeah. So as long as you don't lean to the left, I mean, I think you'd be all right. Hey, did you ever see this? The original plastics for the moped? Oh, look how beautiful that is. This is a 1971 piece of plastic.
Still in pretty good shape.
Hell yeah, it is, because I took them off the day I bought it.
What is that pink chair from?
The pink chair? You mean my yellow one?
I don't know, is it? No, this one right here that you just took that plastic off of?
Oh, it was like a spinny chair that went with my pool table.
Oh, okay.
I have a whole bunch of them, but I took the seat off of it because I wanted to use the spinny part for putting a vise on it and then having the rotational
Okay.
part to it.
Like
The seat is made of foam, but it gets wet, and now this chair weighs 500 pounds. Actually, I wonder if I still have that screenshot. I think I took a screenshot of my moped. One of those like memories popped up on my Facebook. It was of my moped the day I bought it. And so, like, now it's got a dirt bike gas tank on it because the gas tank that it came with had rust inside of it. So I wasn't going to, like, put gas in there and try to run it, just suck all that rust down inside of it. And it still had the flarings, the plastic flarings on the side of it. So I screenshotted it because I was like, God, I forgot what it even looked like. Because now it looks so different with that other gas tank and no sides to it. You can see the engine, everything's open,
Yeah.
And it used to be like a moped. I take so many screenshots. Oh, there it is. That's sexy, baby. Yeah. It had all the lights. I ripped all those off. It even had the mirror and everything worked. And I just was like, fuck that, dude. Who needs turn signals when you're taking off ramps? And then I tried to ramp it and it was too slow. And I was like, oh, never mind.
Never mind. I'm not ramping that.
Oh, no, okay. Smelled gas when I sat down. I was like, did I just kick over my gas cup? But it's good. Good to go. No, that's you're only 50%, Joe. If you don't like those odds, then start pushing out more babies. He doesn't like my 50% of dad. He says it seems a little low. Well, let's think about this, Joe. 50% of the male and 50% of the female make 100% of the baby. So you realistically only own 50% of your child. I'm sorry. It sucks. Facts are facts. How babies are made. God, you gonna fall asleep standing up?
No.
You thought about it. You were like,
I was gonna make me a drink and then come over, but I was like, nah, then I'll just get real tired.
Yeah, I know. That's why I originally was gonna ask you before I even started the fire what you guys were doing tonight in the sense of video games, drinking, stuff like that. But I was like, if I don't do this tonight, I'll just keep pushing it off. Just like I did the last time. I was like, I'm going to have the fire. And then I said tomorrow. And then the next day. And then it never happened. And now it's been 2 weeks. And I finally have a fire. What?
I don't have anything.
Is a?
It's a nice night.
It is a nice night. Plus, knowing that it's going to rain tomorrow night. And
is it supposed to rain tomorrow night?
It's supposed to rain tomorrow starting at 4. And then Sunday is going to rain all day. That's why I got to mow the yard tomorrow morning.
See, mine doesn't say rain until 8 p.m.
Oh, well. I mean, it's fine. I'd rather not have to mow in the morning, but it'd be better to just do it in the morning and not have to worry that my parents get all bitchy that. Yes, Joe, now you're understanding how the percentage of children work. He said, so if I have 3 kids, I'll be 150% of that.
Yep.
That's how it works. You're 50% owner of each child, so you are 150% of dad out of 300. Exactly. Which is still 50%. See, you seem real disrespectful, Joe. Like, what if your wife was watching this right now? Do you think she would respect the fact that you're trying to take 100% ownership of your child, pretending like she had nothing to do with it? That just seems rude and disrespectful. And those are 2 words I would not associate with you.
Selfish.
Yes, selfish.
How many people you got watching now?
3. I'm assuming that Holly's still here, even though she's not talking. Or maybe she's not, and we lost Holly, but she didn't say goodbye, so I'm going to assume she's still here. And, yeah, that's what I thought. Joe, you changed that, because now you're like, oh, shit, that's right. I'm not adding my girl in here. I should probably clear it up. But no, what you got? What you got? Aquaponics? You growing shit? You growing shit? I got some plants we could plant. I just germinated them, so you know.
Go over there and check it out.
That's what you say. They should come over and check out aquaponics. What you growing? What you got growing up in there? No, veggies are for losers. You only grow marijuana in aquaponics. Actually, that would be called hydroponics, but that's different.
That's what I keep calling his system.
Yeah.
His hydroponic system. I was like, I don't think that's what it's called.
No. It's hydroponics is when you use just water. There's nothing else but water. So the plant grows in just water.
Okay.
So like if you look up hydroponic pot, it's like a bunch of plants growing out of like a 2x4 in a trough of water, and the water is just constantly flowing. And they add
Isn't that
nutrients.
kind of what he has though?
No, because I'm sure his plants have dirt. Hydroponics is just water.
Well, they're in little cups.
Right, but it has something in it.
Okay, so then if you didn't have it in a cup.
Yeah, no, it's hydroponics is just the thing. I'll look it up.
From here, it looks like you are wearing a mask.
I am.
It is dark.
I don't really have a very good picture. Oh. Weed. It's always fun looking up weed stuff on the internet. So I'm like, I can't wait until somebody looks over my.
It's not legal to look up weed stuff.
Nope.
Or maybe it is. I really don't know.
Nah. See, these ones are all not right. They all have dirt, but like, I'll have to take a picture of Brian's. Brian's got a whole bunch of hydroponic systems set up, and it's like literally just the root sticks down into the bucket that's got water. So it has, so anything that it grows from is yeah. Oh yes, okay. You're right, Joe. He has fish in it. That's what makes it aquaponics.
Oh, okay.
Because the fish poopy is what allows it to gain nutrients and stuff like that. But the hydroponic system.
Have you lost any fish, Joe?
Have you lost any fish? Have you? If you could hear, I don't know if you.
I know. I was like,
how well? I mean, I was talking when I was back in the fire and shit. Holly said. I figured I'd repeat it in the off chance he didn't.
You did, so that was with you. Why am I yawning so much?
I don't know what it's from.
It shouldn't be. It's not this.
I'm gonna say I slept at 12 o'clock, so hey, look at that. Got that on fire.
It was a leaf.
Oh, well.
But you got that leaf on
Hey,
fire.
yeah, I still got a leaf on fire. Falling over and shit. Nope, they are all still good.
Woo!
What kind of fish you got?
Catfish.
What you answering? I'm trying to have a conversation with our chat here. I understand you know this.
Sometimes I forget they're there.
Well, I know you got catfish.
How many?
How many catfish? Holly, how come you aren't talking?
I don't have anything.
You're being a party pooper. You're enjoying the fire and not really talking. You can converse. Just because we're having our own conversations doesn't mean that Holly can't talk as well. It's weird too, because Tiffany was last night. She was talking to me, kept asking me all those weird questions, which I liked. The would you rather and stuff like that. I really liked it. The moment you guys showed up, she left. So it was like she at first she was like, "This is awkward. It's just you and me," and I was like, "It's not awkward." I mean, there's a lot of times where I'm just usually talking to one person for an entire stream and stuff. You know, I mean, sometimes obviously if you guys are all there and stuff, but you guys aren't always there. You know, so sometimes it is just me and Holly some nights, or you know, and stuff like that. But I thought it was just so weird that the moment you guys showed up and started talking, she actually left the stream. And I was like,
Aw.
you would think that if you thought it was awkward that it was you and me, you would have stayed when there was more people.
Right.
But she's got a thing for me anyways.
Let's go.
She's the one asking me if I was married, and I said no. And she's like, "Do you have a boyfriend, or do you have a girlfriend?"
Do you have a boyfriend?
I was gonna say boyfriend or girlfriend, but I think most people are assuming know that I'm not. I don't roll that way. It's even weird watching somebody YouTube and they were like, "You're a really handsome guy," and I was like, I could probably say that to a guy, but I'd totally be lying.
Yep.
You know, I could not say it to a dude and be like, "No, I really think you're handsome," because that'd be so weird to me. Okay, like my dad's called me handsome. I'm his fucking kid. You know,
It's different.
Right. So you could totally do that, but no, I couldn't. You know, if you and Mike weren't together and Mike was like trying to get his game on, he was like, good looking, like I'd have to lie because I couldn't be like, "Yeah, Mike, you're sexy." Like, ugh, gross, dude. I ain't going that way. Yeah, okay, Holly. Make it sound like it's our fault. Okay, I see how it is. Hating on us because we like to party and you don't. She said she didn't want to interrupt us. Or she said y'all, like a southern person. Y'all. She's from Cincy. Way down in the deep south of Ohio. Actually, it's really not because where we go is even more south, but still, it's kind of close.
Southwestish.
Yes. Yeah. Izzy, come here. Come over here. Give me a hug. Give me a big puppy hug. Oh, I love you so much.
Like, I love you, Dad.
I love you. Hey. I love you. Hey, I love you. I love you. Hey, okay. Thank you for putting your spit in my mouth. Gross. Such a cute baby puppy. So every time I look at her, and now that's my main thought. I was even telling my mom today. I was like, really wish Bubba wasn't fixed. I mean, she's still too young. I wouldn't want her pushing babies out now, but I'm just meaning, like, I still feel like the two of them making babies, it would have been the most adorable baby puppies.
It would have been like the perfect size too. Not too big, but not too small.
Yep. They'd have that pity in them, and they'd have whatever fuck she is. the mixture of whatever she is.
For Heinz 57.
They have like being as you're a vet tech, you could probably let me know more about this or not. But I guess now they have like how you have those like DNA test things you can send in to find out what you are like as heritage and stuff. Apparently they have ones for dogs now where you can swap your dog's spit and send it in and they can tell you more of what is actually in your dog.
Yeah, Amazon has them for like $40.
Shit. See, I think I want to do that because I mean, obviously I know she's a mixture of a bunch of them, but I'd really like to see what she has more of than another, There's apps that say they do that, but every time I've ever taken a picture of her for the app, it will say, "Oh, she's beagle. She's like 60% beagle and something of this and this and this." And then you take another picture and it has no beagle in it at all. So it's like, okay, is this even accurate or what?
I want to do it to Bubba, even though I know he like looks like a pit bull. I think Joe did it one.
Hey Joe, way to be a good person. I should make you a moderator as well, but I'm still making you have to earn it.
Why, what happened?
Well, when she said the interrupting thing, Joe commented and said, "You aren't interrupting, Holly. Always feel free to jump in."
Look at that.
That's a good chat moderator right there, Joseph.
Talk to Joe. I don't have any. But I want to say.
Joe, you said a cuss word, so now my YouTube is asking me if I should hide it or show it. He said, "We did that for Micah. Turns out that she's 100% that bitch." Which is good. That was a good one, Joe. I appreciated that. That was a good one. I'm going to make you a moderator just because of that, Joe.
That was really good.
You turned up in the chat. You just turned up, and I'm going to make you a moderator. So now, forever and always, you're going to have a blue name in chat, and you now have the ability to kick people out, except for other moderators, and do some other fancy stuff. I'm not really 100% sure what all you can do because I'm not a moderator. I'm a streamer. I have all the abilities, so I don't know what abilities you actually have. But I know you can block people and you can delete comments.
But on a serious note, I think he really did do one on Micah.
What was Micah? If you really did do one on Micah. Yes, Joe, exactly. It's exactly like being knighted. See, look at that. You have a blue name. See, your comment above was a white name, and now you have a blue name with a wrench, which shows that you have the power.
Joe, wrench on shit.
Yeah. Yes, you are, Holly. I think out of anybody who's said cuss words in my chat, you have been blocked more than anything. And I still laugh because Holly will say things like stupid, and YouTube will be like, whoa, 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 she said stupid. Do you want to allow this? And I'm like, YouTube, what are you doing? Like, no one can say that. I can't blacklist words. So, like, if I put a word in, like, if I use the word fuck, anybody that used the word fuck, your comment wouldn't show up because it's blacklisted just enough. So I can do that with racist words and stuff like that. So I don't have to worry about people saying bad things. Not that anybody that watches my videos ever does that stuff, but what were you gonna say?
You should do it with like a common word, like hey or hello or.
Right. How's it going? It's like you can't say that.
You can't say that.
I was reading something I missed. 15 or 20. I don't do an accurate count because I don't think they would make it. Oh, he's talking about the fish. He's got 15 to 20 of them, but he doesn't do an accurate count because he doesn't think they'll last. Like if he counts the exact amount, then they'll start dying. I'm in the same boat.
It's like jinxing yourself. You can't count it.
Well, I wish turtle poop actually was beneficial for something because they poop constantly. You know, turtle water gets gross fast. It's like every time I've ever owned a turtle, you put it in the tank, and like 4 days later, you got to clean that motherfucker because it's already murky as fuck. So it'd be great to recircle that through plants, but then you find out that turtle poop's like dog poop, where you can't grow
Can't
shit
do
out of it.
anything with
Yeah,
it,
it's
yeah.
like it's too bad. It's too shitty.
Did it?
That's a dad joke, and I'm not a dad. So it was a Matt joke.
0% dad.
It was a Matt joke. Yeah, I'm a 0% dad. So,
Well, I'll give you 5%.
oh, thank you.
Actually, you're 100% a fur dad.
Yeah, I'm a fur baby. Actually, and funny enough,
You're a fur baby.
I do always jokingly tell people that I have a child, but I don't know them and they exist somewhere else. Like I've never met them, because it was only one occasion that I would ever question if that would happen or not.
You're getting super dark, yeah.
You can still see that beautiful face. Maybe I'll wait for the story for when I'm sitting back down so I can explain it better to the YouTubes. But I had a crazy time once, which I might have a baby somewhere and I don't know it. Put gas on it, and then it would really be alright.
Really piece of sturdy wood you got there.
Yeah, I was gonna burn it, and then I was like, that makes good poker.
But
Hey, yay, watch me wave goodbye to yesterday, nothing left in my way. Carrying me through the day, I'm so far away. I've been changing, but you'll never see me. Really learned crossfade from what's the name of the game? Ultra Fury? No, four-wheeler games from
oh yeah,
back in the day, on like PlayStation shit.
I remember that.
They had all kinds of like Slipknot and all that. That's literally the only reason I know half those bands realistically is because they always played. You know, it's funny how realistically they don't really do that shit no more. But I learned who Rob Zombie was because of Twisted Metal. His entire album was the whole Twisted Metal game. And so now I know I'm obsessed with them now. Because there's a lot of musical groups out there that I only know because of the video games that they were in when I was a kid.
It's like I didn't know the song Ace of Spades was a real song.
Right.
But I learned it from Tony Hawk.
Right.
From way back in the day.
Yeah, it's Public Enemy. There's another one. They're obviously a rap group, but Public Enemy, I never had heard of them before in my life, but they're in every single Tony Hawk game. Well, freaks. Turn it up. Bring the noise. All right. Story time with Matt about his questionable child. So I was in Fulton Bay, and I was with my parents, and there's this girl. I was sitting in the hot tub, and I was really drunk, and there was all these girls that were in there, really hot girls. I think I was only 21 or 22, and they were my age as well because the one girl was celebrating her 21st birthday there with all her friends, and I ended up hanging out with them like the whole day, sitting in this hot tub, just sitting there talking to them because they start talking to me, and I was like, hey, I don't even have to start the conversation. Perfect. So then they end up, the one girl that I was like sitting next to or whatever was like, oh, we're gonna be playing some beer pong in our room. It was like where the hotel was that we were in. We were in like this hotel, and they had this like, I don't know how else to explain it besides like it would be like a beach house. It's like a beach condominium where everything's on one floor, but you have like a little section where you can like have a grill and stuff outside. Obviously, being at Fulton Bay, it didn't have a beach, but that's like the easiest way to explain it. And they were like, hey, we're gonna be playing beer pong in a room later when we get back from dinner. Give me your number. and I'll call you and you can come over and play with us. And I was like, that'd be awesome. And I honestly at that point figured I'd never talk to him again. Like I know they don't really know me, and I'm on vacation with my parents, so I didn't really think it was gonna happen. And then and after my parents and I had gone out and gotten dinner, I ended up actually getting a text from this girl being like, "Hey, you should come over whenever you can. We're about to start playing beer pong." So I went, and I ended up being teamed up with her because she didn't have a partner, and me and her would have been talking anyways. And I hung out with her all night. And she had her room was right next door, and she was like, she's like, "Are you gonna make it? Are you gonna be able to make it back to your hotel?" Which honestly, I could have. It was right across the street, and I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "You can stay here if you want," and so obviously I was like, "Yes." Give me some action on Put Bay, and so then we banged multiple times in her room, and here I was drunk. I don't really remember much of it, but things I do remember is I didn't have a rubber. I don't remember pulling out. And I do remember that they had been telling me the whole time in the hot tub that they were from another state, like states away. And that Put Bay, they had been to Put Bay before, and so that's why they were like they were coming back to go to Put Bay or whatever. And so when I woke up the next morning, I texted that girl, but she never texted me back. And then I realized that they were gone, like they had left already by the time I'd gotten up. So they had left that morning, and my parents were all like, I wouldn't say concerned, but they were wondering why I never came back that night until the early morning. So then I had to explain to them that I stayed with a girl, and they were like, "Oh." I was like, "Hey, the boy's got to get what he can get." But now that's why I jokingly tell people I probably have a child somewhere that I don't know about because she moved back to this other state and probably carried my baby and had it. But until I get hit up one day and it's like, "Hey, by the way, you have a 10-year-old child." Actually, at this point, he would probably be 10. It's been a while. I'm 29. I was at least 21. So, what the fuck? Micah was a lab and a terrier mix. The test was pretty interesting. It gave percentages of a few other breeds, but lab and terrier were the major ones. See, and that's why I think that would be dope. That's what I just want to know. I just want to know what she's more of than the other, It'd be so cool if it came back and she had 10% of like 10 dogs. She's 10% this, 10% this, and 10% this. Henceforth, she's Heinz 57. She's a mixture of a whole bunch of them. Hey, Holly, you are absolutely a mom. My mom went through the same thing, so I also apologize. That's a very shitty situation to go through. Was that not to be rude sounding, but what marriage was that in? Was that your wait? Yeah, I'm trying to think of how old you would have been in 2008. She's only a couple years older than me, so she probably could have been old enough at that age to be. Yeah. She said she had a miscarriage in 2008, so she's kind of the mom. What? Yeah. My mom and dad tried to have kids and they couldn't. And then finally she got pregnant, and then she had my sister, and then she got pregnant again, and my parents only wanted 2 kids. And so then the second baby died like 3 months before it was going to be born. She had a miscarriage. And I have to say thank you for my brother or sister that decided to die inside my mom, because if so, I wouldn't be here. So see, even a shitty situation like that could turn out to be good for somebody else like me who wouldn't have been born if my mom didn't have a miscarriage. Yeah, well, I mean, I look at the bright things because, like I said, I wouldn't fucking be here. I would have been still floating around in my dad's nutsack. Even though I'm sure my dad would have nutted me onto something by now. It's so weird. It's like I had talked to him once about it a long time ago, but he got snipped right after I was born.
Uh-huh.
So, like, he can't have babies. But then he says that, like, he still comes. And I'm like, but what is it then? If you're not pushing out babies, what comes out? And he's like, it's like a fluid. It's just not white. It's like clear. And I'm like, ugh, that's just weird. Like, does it just shoot clear liquid all over the place? Like, that's just weird. That's why, like, literally, even I don't care. I don't care how my life changes in the future. If I ever have a wife that's like, you should get snipped, I'm gonna be like, you're fucking mad. I am not altering my body in any way like that. That's just weird. Like, my mom and dad, I guess, thought of it like, well, we're not planning on having kids, and then we don't have to worry about having sex and having it happen. But then if you ask my dad, he hasn't had sex for like 30 years. So guess that worked out great for him. He got snipped and he don't have sex. So I'm like, yep, no, I'm good.
So was there a point to it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll just keep my nuts not snipped, and then we'll be good. What about you, Joe? If your wife comes to you and tells you that you have to get your balls snipped, would you do it or would you not? You're another male, so you have another male perspective here, but I'm not doing it. I'll fucking, even if I have to resort back to wearing a condom, which would be just hideous sounding, but I'd rather do that than have to put a fucking snip in my ball sack. My dad's always like, "Oh, it's not bad. They can nowadays with technology, they can put it back together." I'm like, "It still does. Don't do it to begin with. Like, don't do it the first time, and you'll have to put it back together."
I don't think I'd ever put that choice on somebody.
Well, I mean, realistically, and that's
Unless
not
they
like
wanted to.
not even to sound mean about it, but women can only have babies for so long. Then you have menopause, and then you can't. I mean, you can, but it's very unlikely after
Yeah, but
menopause.
there's an equivalent to getting snipped for women.
Right, but I'm just meaning if you just let time go on and then you and your wife are 70 years old and you decide to have sex, I think you don't have to really worry about pushing babies out. I think you both have a really low chance of that ever possibly happening. Women can't have babies after a specific age.
Right.
I mean, that's what I was saying. Technically, you can look it up and you can find women who have had babies in their 70s. It's not to say that it can't. It's just very rare to happen. Or you have people like Sam who had Mason perfectly fine, but now she's trying to get her fucking ovaries cut out of her because she has whatever that stupid thing is. Girls always complain about their ovaries hurting all the time.
Cyst.
Inflamed. I don't know. It's like it's like an actual thing.
Oh, endometriosis.
Yeah, I think that's it. Which, I mean, I don't have that, so I'm not trying to dumb it down and make it sound like it's not something serious. I'm sure it probably does hurt. I'm just meaning like it's just one of those things where,
or less your uterus.
or maybe
I don't know.
uterus.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the same thing again. I don't have those body parts, so I'm not really sure exactly what it is, but I just know there's something that she has that it's like she apparently can't have babies anymore, and it's like, well, you had Mason just fine.
I mean, I guess the bodies can change. I don't know. I don't know how. I have the parts, and I don't know how they work.
What? Are you serious?
What? Can't read from back
He says, I will probably get it done after we have another kid. Honestly, I don't want to have a surprise kid after we decide it's done. That we are done. Hey, Joe, did you know there are these things? And I know this is crazy because, whoa, Matt over here with no girl and no wife, is going to give you some advice. But, there's this thing in this world. It's called birth control, okay? And it does help, that stuff, And there's male birth control too, You both can take birth control. You don't have to get your nuts snipped just to not have to worry about surprise children. Just make her take the morning after pill.
pull out.
Yeah, or just pull out and nut on her face. Like, don't be a pussy about it. Oh, this stream is getting some real deep conversations going on. Joe just said no, so I'm confused at what he said no to, if it was my advice. He said no before I'd even given the advice, so I think he was saying
He
no.
was just saying no to your advice in general.
Right, like, no, don't give me advice. You don't have the right to talk to me. That's crazy, Joe. That's crazy. Fuck that. I ain't getting nothing snipped. Ain't no one snipping me. I'm gonna be pushing babies out till I'm 100. I'm gonna have as many kids as possible. Always wanted a small family. Not anymore. Now that I'm almost 30 years old and have no family, I'm just like, dude, once I get a girl, once I have babies, we're pushing a baby out every 9 months. And if she don't like it, too bad. I'll lock her in the basement. She's doing it anyways. She's pushing me babies out every 9 months. We're doing it. No, I couldn't. I can't afford that many children. Yeah, I should probably be wrapping up the stream anyways.
Hey, you've been on for what, 2 hours now?
Yeah, 2 hours and 7 minutes exactly.
Can't see me, but I'm dancing.
Yeah, Rachel's dancing, and you could see your legs move. I can see your leg. Yeah, I can see your legs and about this much of your body.
You just think if things start opening my birds.
Oh, look at Joe being a good husband. I almost said father. He said, Sammy has always had issues with her birth control, so I want to be able to get her off of that as soon as possible. Oh. Well, why don't you just cut your dick off while you're at it, you non-male? You think I make fun of you for studying rocks for a living? I'm gonna make fun of you even worse when you got no balls anymore.
They just take them.
Like a dog, they just cut them bitches off. No balls for you. Then we'll really have a good joke to always be like, well, Joe's got no balls, so he won't do it.
Ballless Joe.
Ballless Joe. You already got a name. All right, Joe, don't worry. We already got your nickname for you and everything, so you can get your balls cut off. It's cool. Ballless Joe. He ain't balling out of control because he ain't got none.
I think if we start opening up next Friday.
Is that when it's supposed to? Is that when it's supposed to? Friday?
Yeah, May 1st.
Oh, right. I did forget it was May. Beginning of May.
I know, next Friday's already May.
Joe said, I'm going to have to wear a cone for a couple of weeks. You funny. You funny, Joe. My brother is 20. Surprise, baby.
Hey, Joe, if you have to wear a cone, just remember, no licking.
Yeah,
and don't let Sammy
don't
lick it for
shit.
you.
Yeah, don't make her lick on it either. Whoa. Definitely keep your dogs away from licking it, too. That's even grodier.
You think he's just walking around the wall?
He just walks his fucking bare naked. Legs are dangling. He's like, oh, my balls hurt.
Alright. We'll see you later.
Yes, have a good night.
Bye, people.
Rachel says bye. I'm going to be going soon, too. But Rachel says bye. We're going to also have to listen to my puppy cry. Because she's going to be like, where's she going? Did you like that tough dog mentality she had when you showed up, though? She was all like,
It's all dark and shadowy. Bubba does it too. If it's dark out, I don't think he can see well at night.
right.
Which is weird because I thought animals were supposed to see better at night.
Right.
I guess not. But yeah, I don't know.
It's like she barks at like when other dogs walk by and stuff. She barks at them. And really, it's not she's barking because she's trying to be like, get away. It's barking because she's mad that they're not over here playing. Like literally, if there's a guy that walks his golden retriever around and every once in a while he doesn't have it hooked up when he walks him because he's like Izzy where he stays next to him the whole entire time, like,
Yeah.
you know, and he'll walk up on the hill there and let them like play or whatever. and she'll do the same thing. She barks the moment he's walking by, and he'll walk over here, and the moment the dog comes over, she's all like, "Oh, we're gonna play!" You know, you can see it in her. She's just like, she's mad that they're not playing. It's the only reason she's barking. She's just like, "Come over here, play with me." Just like she's put that ball right next to your foot, and she keeps moving it closer to you, being like, "Why aren't you kicking it?"
Alright, that was that time. Alright. I'll see you later.
Yep, I'll talk to you tomorrow, more than likely. Tomorrow would be the last day I could get out of my house, but I'm sure I get bitched at if I do.
Yeah.
If Mike recorded videos anyways, I could always use an excuse to go pick up the card.
It's supposed to be nice out, so we can stay outside. Like, I mean, like we have been, but
Right,
maybe
yeah,
we don't make the
right.
feel better than we be outside.
Yeah, and that's why I get my biggest thing on her every time I come home and she's all pissy that I left and stuff is that I'm like, what if I was working?
Right.
If I was in the store working, I'd be around people all fucking day.
Yeah.
And you'd have to deal with that. So why is it a big deal that I go over there and I stay 6 feet away from Mike and Rachel? Like,
we're outside. It's not like you're in my house.
the other weird part was when I was walking back to the garage earlier today, a white car was driving by and they honked the horn at me and yelled, "Hey." And I'm looking at the car when they slowed down. They stopped like right behind this thing, so I couldn't see them. But at first, I'm going, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
So I'm like slowly walking through the yard looking like, who the fuck is that? We back up here with Sam.
Oh.
And she's like, I'm just driving around on board. She lives on Blake Road. So I'm like, something tells me that Sam was driving around here on purpose, hoping that she'd catch me outside. Because she knows.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Catch me outside. I'll fight you. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. You guys like my thumb? It's my Peter. Don't ban me. It's not my dick. It's my thumb. Holly says bye, Rachel.
Bye, Holly. Still can't see me. All right. I'll see you tomorrow, maybe.
Yep.
Dog's gonna be real sad though.
She is. I'm waiting for it. She's gonna start crying here any minute. There it is. Oh, is she leaving? Oh no! What are you gonna do? You got nobody to play with. Come over here. Come over here. I love yous. You come over here and love me. Look at this cute baby puppy. Look at this cute baby puppy. All right, guys. I'm also going to end the stream just because, we have been out here for 2 hours and 13 minutes. Now, normally I would go till 12 o'clock, but being as I was up all night last night, I should probably try and get some sleep at a decent time tonight. Izzy, she leaving. Stop crying. Stop crying. Yep. No, we definitely have the best conversations here. That's for damn sure. Come here, you cute baby puppy. You cute baby puppy. I'd say y'all wish you had a cute baby puppy, but Joe's got 2 cute baby puppies, so he knows all about the cute baby puppies. Even though his cute baby puppies are like twice, if not 3 times the size of my cute baby puppy. But Izzy turns 2 in 7 days. So we're super excited about that. We're going to have a super exciting, fun live stream just for her, which won't be that exciting because she doesn't really do anything and I don't have the money to buy her a gift, unfortunately. So she's going to have to deal with that. Plus, she's a dog, so she's not really going to give a shit if I don't buy her anything. My fire is slowly dying, and I'm gonna pull the one log out of there so it stops somewhat burning. Yes, a puppy party. I'm gonna have a puppy party, and we can bring other puppies over to play with her because the coronavirus bullshit will be done, and you don't have to stay at home anymore. So we can have a puppy party. Have all the puppies come over and play with my puppy for her puppy birthday party. How many times can we say puppy in one time? Puppy, 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 puppy. Okay, I'm gonna stop just before I forget what I'm saying. So I hope you guys have a good night watching this fire and having these chit chats with me and Rachel. But I'm gonna go. So good night, everybody. Hopefully everybody else out there sleeps better than I did last night. Well, sleeps better as in like isn't up all night. I got to go in and edit some videos so that we can upload these videos that Mike and Rachel have been recording for me. And hopefully you guys enjoy those because I'm spending a lot of time editing them. If no one likes them, I will be upset. But it should be fine because some of the videos are just Mike recording the videos and doing the stuff. And then there's a few videos that will go out that it's Mike doing all the stuff, but I'm talking in the background. So, you know, if everybody's only there to watch me, there will be some videos of me involved. Oh, but thank you guys for watching. Thanks for joining with me. I hope you had a good night. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow when we live stream again from 10 to 12. I won't start early again like I did tonight, but yes. I love you. I love you all. And make sure to leave a like if you liked the video. And if you're new, consider subscribing so we can make our road to 500. We're still close to 500 subs. I got another sub today, which means that we're now only 28 subscribers away from 500. We're getting there so fast and so close. I'm so excited to make a 500 subscriber video that should be super awesome crazy. Have no plans for it right now, but we'll do something that's super awesome crazy. Maybe we'll have Mike, Rachel, and Joe in the video for my 500 subs. Who knows? I don't. That's for damn sure. But what I do know is that I'm leaving. So goodbye.